There's not much to see out here in the woods. Everything is still pretty dead and dormant. No leaves on the trees, no green plants. I read an article the other day on how the coronavirus pandemic is exploding in New York. According to Governor Cuomo, the rate of increase of infection is doubling every 3 days. The curve is not flattening, it's actually increasing. He said, we were looking at a freight train. Now we are looking at a bullet train. At the time, there were 25,000 people infected in New York. Today, it's more than 37,000. That's in New York. And then there is California and all the other states in our country and really all the other parts of the world. I mean, in Italy alone, more than 8,000 people have died and millions of people have lost their jobs. I don't want to promote fear, and I certainly don't want to sound like a doomsday prophet or anything. I am just touched by the gravity of what we are actually facing. And I don't know when this is all going to end. It'll probably get worse before it gets better. And I don't know what our lives will look like at the end of it. But here is what I do know. Our Lord Jesus died on a cross for the sins of the world. Then he was laid in a tomb. 3 days later, he rose from the dead. That's what we will be celebrating at Easter in just a few weeks. You see, we believe in the God of the resurrection. And here is the amazing thing. His resurrection power is available to you. Paul in the Bible writes, I want you to know about the great and mighty power that God has for us followers. It is the same wonderful power he used when he raised Christ from death and let him sit at his right side in heaven. You see, when we believe, then Jesus lives in you and me, and he has conquered our enemy. He has overcome death. So ultimately, no power of darkness, no weapon, no virus or pandemic will prevail against his power. So we will not be overtaken and we will not be overcome, because the same power that rose Jesus from the grave lives in us. Soon the trees will be full of leaves and flowers will bloom all around us. The dead of winter will be gone and spring will bring new life everywhere. So may the signs of new life that comes with spring remind you of the one who came back from the dead, who now lives and reigns with God the Father. And may the blossoms and flowers that are soon to appear remind you that the dark winter of this pandemic will also pass. Yes, the day will come when we will return to the flowery beauty of spring in our lives.
Yes, we know there are greater
Messed up at the end there. That's okay.
Apa zaman mama